Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today, we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, I hope everybody's having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. One thing that we have been anticipating is obviously, adoption of stablecoins, regulations behind stablecoins, standardization being put in place. Acceptance around stablecoins is growing tremendously around governments. I mean, one of the largest players out there to really kind of be moving forward on with stablecoins is the UK. But I want to go back in time a little bit because this clip did get surfaced again, and it's actually Brian Brooks talking about, Ripple and how they're not seeking to replace the US dollar. Now that statement is something very important, and I think everyone should be focused on that statement going forward on in this video. But we have from ISO 2022, let's do it. Brian Brooks, managing partner of Valor Capital Group, says Ripple isn't seeking to replace the US dollar, rather it aims to transform the value transmission system. Hence, its price is as relevant as Google's volatility was in its early days. Check it out.
So the point that I always try and tell people is, the biggest issue that I always try and focus on is cryptocurrencies are really not about currency. And the biggest misunderstanding of this whole discussion is the belief that if crypto is not doing a great job of replacing the US dollar, then crypto is failing in its mission. And what I think we'll talk about a little bit today is the idea that most of crypto is about replacing the centralized banking system with networks that allow user control versus bank CEO control. The crypto assets that have prices are more like internet stocks. It's more like you bet on Google if you think there's going to be high internet traffic, and you short Google if you think people are going to go back to the post office, right? But it's not that Ethereum or Ripple or anything else is trying to replace the US dollar. It's trying to replace a system of transmitting value. And we'll talk a lot more about that. So for me, the prices are not that relevant any more than Google's volatility is. And in the early days of Google, that was super volatile. So the point.
And, this is one thing that I really focus on as well, is the price. Like everyone, and I get it, right? Like we want to have returns on our investments. We want to make sure that we are making money. But at the same exact time, I think that at this moment in time around crypto, prices don't really matter too much, at least to my understanding, because, remember, this is technology that we are investing into, and the technology is going to be extremely valuable, in my opinion. And it simply goes back to the original viewpoints on why I even touched XRP in the first place. So I don't think I've ever told you guys, but the main reason why I started investing into XRP is because I saw the problem firsthand. For those that don't know, I do run a design agency outside of crypto, outside of YouTube. I have been a founder and CEO of a design agency for a very long time. And, one of the big problems that I have ran into was paying international employees. When I have to go and make a payment to them, a wire transfer, I have to wait days for settlement. The fees on it are absolutely ridiculous. I'm sending $5,000 to $10,000, and the fees on it, it's in the hundreds. I mean, it's ridiculous. So as we really look at that, I saw the problem firsthand. I started doing a ton of research into XRP, into what Ripple was doing. And from there, I just stuck to it because it just makes sense. And something like that, when you are changing the way money is moved, from a business perspective, any business that is doing payments internationally, they are going to get it. They are going to understand it. They are going to utilize it because it just makes sense. But regardless of this, right, we're now starting to see a major change in scenery. Going back to November, Michael Barr from the Fed was calling for strong stablecoin regulation and says, we haven't made a decision when it comes to CBDCs. Now, past this, remember who Michael Barr is. He is a former Ripple advisor. Now, he moved to the Federal Reserve back in 2022. His main idea was policy on cryptocurrencies and stablecoin. Beyond that, we just recently saw Jerome Powell in the middle of the month. He confirms that a US stablecoin legislation is close. We have down here, we need a framework for stablecoins. According to a source at Tuesday's meeting, Powell added that he is very supportive and am glad that we are close. Very interesting. We have down here, if we were going to have a CBDC, Congress needs to authorize it. We aren't advocates, but we haven't made a decision to recommend a CBDC to Congress. So it seems as though a CBDC is not in question right now in the US. Obviously, I'm sure that they probably have been working on something around that. The reason why I say that they've been working on something like that is because if you go back to 2022, there was already a major change in scenery around the US CBDC. There was a lot of discussions around it because we just put sanctions on Russia. Executive orders actually hinted at the fact that, yes, we are close to having a US CBDC or at least working on them. Now, again, we don't know what's going on with that, but we do know stablecoin, right? We know that stablecoin legislation is happening. It's close in the US and it's coming. Now, also, Janet Yellen said that the US needs better stablecoin regulation. A federal regulator should have the ability to decide if a stablecoin issuer should be barred from issuing an asset. That's what she is telling lawmakers. This was on February 6th. Again, right around the same time that Jerome Powell is also hinting at that we are close to stablecoin legislation. Now, she also believes it's critical for there to be a federal regulatory floor that would apply to all states and that a federal regulator should have the ability to decide if a stablecoin issuer should be barred from issuing such an asset. Now, I really do hope that this doesn't turn into, hey, Wall Street wants to be a stablecoin issuer. Give them the free pass. But then, a company in the US that's not on Wall Street wants to be an issuer of a stablecoin. All of a sudden, they're barred from being an issuer. I hope that that is not the way that we're kind of moving towards. Again, I'm hopeful that we're not, but you never know. But regardless, things are definitely changing. And, we have down here that we've had some concerns about how it would impact banks. And that's something I've had to discuss with the chairman. Now, what's funny about that is just recently, if we go back to, this was October, stablecoins promote dollar dominance and US interest. And then we also got this. February 16th, stablecoins could boost dollar as global reserve currency, Fed governor said. Now, I did hint at this in a recent video as well, talking a little bit about stablecoin initiatives and how DeFi could actually secure dollar's dominance. I've talked about it since going all the way back to the summertime as well. I put out a post regarding this. But we have about 99% of stablecoin market capitalization is linked to the US dollar. So obviously it is strengthening the dollar. People often conjecture that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin may replace the US dollar as the world's reserve currency. He noted, however, the most DeFi trades use stablecoins largely linked to the dollar. Crypto assets are the de facto traded in US dollars, so it is likely that any expansion of trading in the DeFi world will simply strengthen the dominant role of the dollar. Now, again, things could change, especially around, trading in US dollars versus another currency. But this is right. I mean, this is correct. And when we really look at stablecoin initiatives, a lot of them are tied back to the US dollar. They are dominated by the US dollar, if you will, because they are all backed by the US dollar. But regardless of that, stablecoins are the big focus. Even the UK, within 6 months, UK could pass a stablecoin and staking laws. So this is a big one to watch for. But stablecoins are the big focus here. And we're very clear that we want to get these things done as soon as possible. And I think over the next 6 months, those things are doable. Then we have cryptocurrency in South Africa, may see stablecoin regulation, budget 2024. This was February 23rd. Followed by Hong Kong, reiterates crypto and stablecoin regulation pledges, crime skyrockets, February 25th. Guys, stablecoin regulations and the push on it is happening at a very, very rapid pace. I think that everyone needs to be looking at this because guess what? The AMM, the XRP ledger, is also close to getting passed. Now, why is that significant? Why is the EVM sidechain very significant for this as well? Well, Panos actually put out a great post regarding this. Because if we are starting to see stablecoins being talked about heavily, it seems as though XRP's role is only getting stronger. We have, since clawback enabled tokens can't be used/added to the AMM, I believe the best way to bring big stablecoin providers such as Circle and Tether to the ecosystem is through the EVM sidechain. They issue the stablecoins natively on the EVM, and then they can be bridged to the XRP ledger and add them to the AMM. All of this, in my opinion, is also tied back to one another. I think that this is a great way to look at this as well. We even have down here the EVM sidechain is another great XRP ledger related development that is expected to increase adoption and the potential use cases for the XRP ledger. And remember, right, XRP already has some stablecoins on it in terms of the XRP ledger. One of the most notable ones is Palau, right? December 17th, we got an update regarding Palau's advancement to phase 2 regarding their CBDC, which is more so of a stablecoin. I don't really look at it as a CBDC, but this is with Ripple, and they have been heavily tied to the XRP ledger with this. We even have PSC as a digital currency pegged to the United States dollar, which uses Ripple's XRP ledger, and it's the public XRP ledger. But this is definitely one to watch for. There's been a lot of great success around it, which is very beneficial for anyone that really wants to launch or issue out a stablecoin on the XRP ledger with Ripple. I think that this is proof that it does work. It's very efficient. It's a very big success. But regardless, right, going back to all of the stablecoin initiatives, XRP's role only gets stronger and stronger and stronger as more and more of these stablecoin initiatives do happen. And it seems as though over the next couple months, stablecoin initiatives are only going to continue to grow. And I think that's crazy that in 1 month, in February, right, throughout this entire month, we got update after update after update regarding stablecoin initiatives. I mean, you have Jerome Powell confirming that stablecoin legislation is close, followed by the Treasury hinting at the US needs better stablecoin regulation. Then we have just recently, stablecoins could boost dollar as a global reserve currency, and this is another Fed governor. Then we also have the UK passing stablecoin staking laws within the next 6 months. Then we also have, South Africa, then Hong Kong, and these are just a few that I found. There's a lot more other endeavors happening around stablecoin initiatives. At the end of the day, things are happening very fast. I know that you guys get tired of me saying that, but things are moving rapidly when it comes to regulation, standardization, and movement on stablecoin initiatives. And all of this will benefit the US. And that's also why when we go back to that initial video of Brian Brooks, where he's talking about how Ripple isn't seeking to replace the US dollar, rather it aims to transform the value transmission system. Well, guess what? Now that we have the Federal Reserve moving towards stablecoin initiatives heavily, it's still a walled garden. Stablecoin initiatives and stablecoins themselves, they're still walled gardens. We still need a settlement and clearing mechanism that can settle anything of value. A bridge currency is crucial. And that's where XRP's role becomes even stronger in the stablecoin world. I'm very excited for the future here. And I do think that we need to be looking at a lot of those amendments because they all benefit the XRP ledger, but they also hint at the fact that, yeah, we could very well have these big stablecoin providers like Circle and Tether come to the ecosystem and have stablecoins trading on the XRP ledger, which, by the way, I do think that once we have that, that's going to grow tremendously in volume and also value because it just makes sense considering how efficient the XRP ledger is when it comes to payments and finance use cases. So I'm very excited for the future here. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below though. If you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. Also, if you guys do want to go check out NordVPN's big deal for the overall channel, for all of you watchers out there, you guys can go and get a hold of this deal through my link down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. They're giving out 4 free months, but a ton of other great benefits. Right now, the 2-year plan, which gives you the most amount of benefits, ranges from $2.91 a month to $5.48 a month. You get 4 extra months, and you can save a ton of money. Guys, right now, $81 to $150 some dollars right now. You are saving over $100 on just the first 2 years with the standard plan. With the ultimate plan, guys, you're saving well over $300. It's absolutely insane. So if you guys do want to go check out this deal, you guys are more than welcome to utilize my link down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. I've been with NordVPN for a while now. They are solid. But again, this is an affiliate deal. I do make money off of you guys purchasing through my link. But if you guys do want to go check out the discount and the deal, you guys are more than welcome to. So with that being said, you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, this has been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.